Good morning, my beloved friends. Angelika here. Today is a special day for me. Today is my and my husband's wedding anniversary. And it's our second wedding anniversary. We were married in 1980, I believe. And we got divorced. But then in 2007, we married again. And it was a dream marriage. The family, some of our children, of course, most of our children, and some grandchildren, traveled with us to Venice, Italy. It was a dream wedding, and everybody is still talking about it. It created a special bond between us. Because sometimes when you take your distance and time for whatever reason, maybe to grow, maybe to think things over, maybe to either start something totally new or to see why something did not work out and then work on that. And so with my husband and I, after 10 years of separation and divorce, actually, 5 years of divorce, we came back together again and got married, legally married, in Venice, Italy. So what I wanted to tell you a little bit about it is that there is something that is really important for something like this to happen, to be possible. And that is honor and sophistication, and also believing that your family is there for a special reason. And what really happened with us, and I would recommend if you ever have to go through a divorce, not to let any negative emotions get in your way. I believe the reason why we could come back together again was that we didn't burn bridges. We did not use our children to against each other. We actually did everything to keep the family and the children safe and loving. And so even though we were not married for almost 10 years, we were married before, but then divorced. During this time, we were still parents. We still had obligations, and not just to our family and the children, but also to each other. And I believe that this is really, really important. And I am actually writing a book about the myth and the truth about soulmates, because my husband and I, we are soulmates. And that doesn't mean that, we don't have ups and downs. And there is this myth that soulmates should fulfill you, make you eternally happy, and should know what you want and should fulfill all of your desires. Well, that is totally not the case. You know why it's called a soulmate? A soulmate is somebody your soul attracts into your life. What would the soul want to have? Not a bliss bunny, not somebody that you just hang out with, but your soulmate is your teacher. You grow because you are in each other's lives. So, which means there will be challenges, but challenges come up so that you not just overcome them or push them to the side, but go deeper and learn from them. So I believe that a soulmate is probably your most profound teacher in your life, besides your own true self, your inner self, your soul that's speaking to you. So you have that inner wisdom, and then you have somebody in your life. It could be a partner. your husband. It could be a partner that is not that you're not married to. It could be somebody in your family. It could be a friend. It doesn't mean that this always has to be husband and wife or lovers. Love is very, very important, and there are so many levels of love, and all of them have their place, and all of them are important. So my message for you today is really learn more about your family. You bring longevity into your family when you find out who you are in your family. So start asking family members, start storytelling. Learn the stories of your family. Where do you fit in there? Create your own story. And harmony, of course, is an important part of keeping your family and keeping any relationship alive. And what does really harmony mean? And somebody told me, and I really love that, harmony means keeping your cool, even if you get hot under the collar, keeping your cool. It is so easy to flip out and say something that you can never take back. So keep cool. And harmony means to also be a good listener. Allow others to say what they need to say and hear what they have to say without making up your own story already, or what you're going to say, or how you battle against that, or how you negate it. All of this is such a important point not to do if you want to keep harmony in the family, harmony in your relationship, because our whole life is about relationship with yourself. That's what it starts with. And then relationship we have with our parents, with our siblings, with the world around us, with our teachers and friends and co-workers. It is all about relationship. But you are responsible, totally responsible for you. How do you feel about yourself? Who are you? And longevity in a family also means that you want to be above mediocre, right? You want to have more than just survive. You want to thrive. You want to thrive on all levels. And what does it mean to thrive? Oh, hi, Nina, again. And Jeanette, thank you for being here. What does it mean to thrive? I believe, and I have seen this in my family, thriving means, first of all, that you have more than what you need for your survival, but also, and that you know who you are. And then that you do the one thing, the one unique thing that only you can do. You have a talent, you have a purpose, you have a special talent. And to find that and to focus on that and be the best at that one thing, your one unique thing, is where prosperity comes from, and where you can build on that with honor. Because honor is a very important part for longevity of a family as well. If you honor yourself and each other, if honor is something in your family that is paramount, that will not be betrayed. Of course, sometimes there are slip-ups. We all slip-ups. We are not perfect, but we need to have our core values very solid in place and know about them and live by them. Because if you don't live according to your core values, you're tormented. You're in friction. If your outer life is not aligned with your inner life, or your inner life doesn't represent your outer life, you are in terrible disarray. And a lot of negativity comes from it, and a lot of stress and doubt and anxieties and fears. they always come from a disharmony and misalignment of who you are with what you create, how you create your life. It needs to be in alignment with each other. Do you understand that? I believe you do. So I have dedicated this day today a little bit to relationships and what it means to create longevity in your family. And I must tell you, and I'm going to write, I'm writing, already started to put it together, another book with the title Sophisticated Ladies. And it's going to be about the sophisticated ladies in my family that I have observed and that have brought me up. And it started with my great-grandmother, my grandmothers, of course, my mother, my sister, and all the incredible women in my life who made an impact on me. And I believe that growing up in sophistication, which I believe has nothing to do with luxury or with fashion or anything like this, but with knowing who you are, knowing your core values, and know what your legacy is going to be. Because that's what people are going to talk about once you're gone, right? Once I'm gone, people only, my family, everybody will only talk about what they have observed from me, or what I have demonstrated that my core values were, what I was standing for, what I delivered, what my gift was that I shared with the world in a bigger way. That's what you leave behind. And it's all part of longevity of your family. Okay, I think this is now finished because I'm already 1 minute over and my phone is ringing. So please think about what I have shared with you today. And I am going to be with you again, not tomorrow, but on Saturday. Okay, bye-bye for now.
Wonderful. Thank you.